This video is about Brian washing his Cybertruck for the first time. They've had so much rain in California, he hasn't had much opportunity to wash it. It includes some commentary about our discussions we had about some of the Cybertruck's features that you will find informative. Okay, Brian's going to be washing his Cybertruck. He's already showed me something I didn't know. Teslas have a wash mode where they lock the charge port, make sure everything's sealed up tight. And it's interesting. So no rust spots on this. I don't think that's any kind of problem at all. Okay, to put the Cybertruck in wash mode, just show what you're doing there.
Yeah, menu, service, car wash mode. Enter car wash mode.
And this is what it does. Keep speed below 10 miles an hour.
Well, it's also for
automatic car washes. Okay. But does things like trunk close, guarantees all that. Make sure the windows are tight and everything. Charge port door closed or locked. Okay. They recommend using a pH neutral car wash detergent. This, and what he's using here, this double black Rennie Doyle collection, highly dilutable, whatever, safe on all vehicles or all finishes. I don't know how much they've tested it on stainless steel though, but on the back here it says environmentally friendly pH balance, 100% biodegradable, and safe for all washing applications. That looks good. For those of you who are not chemists, pH is actually the negative logarithm of the hydrogen ion concentration, which is a measure of how acidic it is. So pH of 7 is neutral. So that would be balanced. So we have to assume this is pH of 7. See, Brian, lucky he's tall. He can reach over this thing. For me, this apex here is about the same height as me. So 0 rust spots.
That's right.
Of course, you could probably create some if you laid an iron object on that somehow for a while. I'm not going to video every move you make, but we'll get the key areas. You're 6'3", right?
Yeah.
Can you reach all the way over to the middle on the top?
That's a good question. Not all the way to the middle, no.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of it.
I guess if you can't see it, it doesn't need to be washed anyway, right?
Yeah. Close enough.
Now in the wash mode, did it do anything with these mirrors?
I think I can hit a button to fold it in, but
And now you want to wash them,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's more for an automated wash.
Okay.
To fold those in.
That's camera right there, right? Have you already washed the camera back there?
There's not one on the side back there. I'm only doing the side right now.
Okay.
Laser etching doesn't wash off.
This shouldn't,
Yeah.
because that's actually etched into the metal. It's not a paint. And I just love that Cybertruck, Brian. That is so neat. Any doubters once they drive it with that steer-by-wire and four-wheel steering?
What's that?
Any doubters, all they got to do is drive it with that and they'll be sold. Yeah. Got a little bit of grunge down there, but you can't really see it well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you get?
There's a spot there and a spot here. You'd think I was married to you.
Just trying to get all the big stuff off.
And it really doesn't matter. It's probably going to rain. We'll take one drive and it'll all be coated with mud.
You're very adamant about like don't let things sit on it.
Yeah.
After we did that.
And that's really true of any vehicle. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't do it, especially this, I guess,
Yeah.
since you don't have a protective. A lot of people think stainless steel is corrosion proof, but it's not. And different grades of stainless have different degrees of corrosion resistance. I mean, like, type 304, 316, there's various others, 400 series. This is a special stainless alloy they created just for this, so I have no idea what this is, how it ranks in corrosion resistance. So that looks good there. It's really looks like new. Which stayed pretty clean for a month of driving. Is this the only camera you have on the front?
On the very front, yeah.
Okay. And there's
There's
up there, that's dash cam, right?
Well, yeah, it's just the front facing camera.
Okay.
That's
And,
what it uses mostly to drive.
and no ultrasonics or radar, right? Okay. But they could have radar?
Possibly, but
You don't really know.
I would be surprised if
They wouldn't, the radar would have to be behind something plastic.
Right.
They couldn't put it behind that stainless. That ain't gonna work too well.
It was just like washing a normal car.
Yeah, it's just a large vehicle. Even you, as tall as you are, it's a job reaching way over everything. The rest of us will need a ladder or step stool. For anybody who hasn't been watching the Weather Channel or following the news, California has been dumped on by humongous amounts of rain. Right now it's not too bad. Are these actual like tow hooks you could hook onto?
I think so. Like,
Almost look plastic, but
Yeah,
looks
they're-
like something you could hook onto.
yeah, I think it's metal. But, no, I don't know what else they would be there for.
Yeah, I mean that'd be the only reason, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Definitely bigger than the other cars.
Yeah, well, that's a reach for even you.
Yeah.
And talking to the people watching the video, the windshield wiper, if you see it there, is absolutely gigantic. Well, we drove it with some rain yesterday and it works good. Looks like it's clean. Can't really see anything. That slope to that windshield should help keep some bug splatter off, I would think.
Yeah.
Maybe they get caught up in the airstream and just shoot over instead of splattering on it.
Yeah.
Actually, insect splatters down most of the world because of the decrease in insect populations. Some scientists use insect splatter on vehicles as a gauge of insects. I know a long time ago, I mean, it didn't matter what car you were driving, just a very short time, they'd be just covered in all kind of splattered bugs, and the radiator and the grill all over it, and the windshield. That just doesn't happen anymore. And we really noticed it in South Carolina too, you know, where I live.
Pretty clean.
Yeah, looks clean to me. Clean enough anyway.
Clean enough for a truck.
Yeah. What they need to do is add a feature instead of car wash mode. It says wash car mode. So it'll just wash it for you. Punch a button and it cleans itself. Either that or a little Tesla bot pops out of the trunk and does it for you. Trunk, bed, and this front.
If you have more than one Tesla, you just tell it, wash my cars.
Yeah. I'm sure as soon as you buy one, you'll have one.
Yeah.
3 Tesla solar cells on the roofs, and what, even 2 houses too, right?
Yeah.
And Tesla Powerwalls. How many Powerwalls do you have on this?
2 power walls.
2? Do you have one on the other house?
No, no power walls.
Just 2 Powerwalls on this.
Yeah, so
And you save money by varying what you use by peak time, right?
and I can charge in the morning,
Yeah.
discharge during peak, and get a little bit extra. Credit.
Don't you also run it as a virtual power plant for PG&E?
I can, yeah. It's only when they have an event, though.
Okay, like an emergency or something?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not sure what qualifies it, but they decide.
Uh-huh.
They say we want to have an event on this. Usually they tell you the day before.
Okay.
And then if you opt in, you get like $2 per kilowatt you save
Yeah.
during the event period.
You know, since the kids get a little bit older, a little bit bigger, you can give them a stool and
Right.
get them to wash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They would have trouble with it now, as big as it is.
Yeah, I'd be fine if they wanted to do this. I don't need to do this.
Yeah. It is something, that Chevy Bolt EV we have to remember to keep it clean. It gets dirty pretty quickly where we live, and the cameras will get dirty and they don't work as well. You just call that the tonneau cover, doesn't it?
What's that?
Is that, they call that the tonneau cover, or what do they call it?
I think they call it that, but the vault, I guess they also call it.
The vault cover?
Like a vault cover, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess in the screen inside it calls it tonneau cover.
Tonneau cover, like we used to have old Triumph TR3 and what have you, could get what they call tonneau cover. It would cover the passenger compartment. It wasn't like a convertible top, but allow you to sit there as a driver exposed, everything else being covered. I think you missed the spot right there in the middle. See it right up through there.
If I could reach that.
That is high at that top peak height there.
Yeah, from the lowest mode.
Yeah, I wonder, and this is, okay, yeah, this is in the lowest mode.
Yeah.
So if you had it in the highest mode, it'd be what, a foot higher or something?
Like 10 inches higher.
10 inches higher?
Yeah.
This really would be humongous then.
Yeah.
And those wheel covers you bought aftermarket off Amazon, right?
Well, it's just the cap.
Just
the
that?
cap and the
Oh, okay.
caps.
But the actual cover they had on there, they haven't made them yet, have they?
Yeah, the first few Cybertrucks got it, and then they stopped. So
Yeah. And because they wore it etched into this, didn't they?
that's the rumor. We
Yeah.
don't know for sure, but
I can't. It's hard to believe it would be that bad that they'd have to worry about that. Maybe so. I don't know.
well, I mean, from what one person made a video on, it looks. I mean, it really gouged.
It did. Okay.
Because like you could see it better on this tire. When the tire hits the bottom,
Yeah.
it sticks out more.
Yeah.
So I think this, every time it rotates, it hits the bottom.
So this didn't even have those on it at all, did it? They went ahead and stopped putting them on them.
Yeah, they stopped it pretty early. What they told me is that it's a supply chain issue. I don't know if that's true or
Okay.
not.
And these are special tires made for a Cybertruck. They're what, 35 inches in diameter,
Yeah,
and they
good years.
these are Goodyears, and
All terrain. These are the all-terrain tires.
they're all terrain that came on it, so you get better battery life with a less aggressive tread, like you do with any vehicle.
Right.
Same thing. So when you're pulling up to like an intersection or stop sign, this thing can't look to the side except from that camera right there on the,
This one up here,
yeah.
there's a camera there.
But if you're the nose of your vehicle, you'd actually have to be out in traffic, wouldn't you, for it to look sideways?
Yeah. That's why I'm glad it has a camera on the front.
Does that look 180 degrees?
I
Like,
think so. Yeah, I think it's a pretty wide angle lens.
that'd have to be really wide angle. Wow. It's amazing what they can do with those tiny little cameras too.
Not even super high resolution. Only
Yeah.
just a few megapixels.
Where's the cameras back here, Brian?
Just up here.
Just that one?
Just that one. Yeah.
It's that one right there. Okay. There's not any on the side back here?
So the fender camera is back there on the front fender.
Right.
So you look back
Okay.
this way.
But these cars like this has what, 8 cameras?
Yeah, it's got the same fender camera that looks back.
But this doesn't have as many cameras then, does it?
I think it does. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
So you,
9
oh,
cameras.
okay,
Yeah.
9 cameras. Okay.
Yeah, because it should have one more than that
Okay.
because of the front bumper. This cover is for the tow hitch. The tow hitch is behind here.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's a couple screws on the bottom. You just unlatch and
You take that loose?
yeah.
Okay.
I could do a separate video on that. If you want it. Look it up and see.
Pretty well got it, isn't it?
It's good. These are the reverse lights here.
Okay. I manually blanked out the license tag in this video. If you're interested in how I did that, please subscribe, and an upcoming video will show how I did it. Thanks for watching. Check out our other links. Thank you very much.